My name is Eckstrom, co-founder of Inner Dimension Yoga, and this is a Yoga for Embodiment 30-minute practice. Please have 2 blocks somewhere near your mat. We'll use them at the very end of practice. Come down onto your mat. We'll start kneeling. Bring the inner knees together, the inner ankles together. And if you need to kneel back, putting the sitting bones on one of those blocks, know that you can do that. And then pause here, hands on the thighs. As you close the eyes, you drop the chin, and you start to take your attention within. Notice the tops of your feet and the fronts of your shins connected to the earth. And feel your spine rebounding away from your heels or your block as you sit tall. And begin to draw your breath in through your nose and down into your body. And exhale back out through that same pathway, pressing the breath back out through the nose. Breathing in, you know you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know you're breathing out, and anything unnecessary just simply get set to the side for this period of time you've carved out to re-embody. And draw your hands to the space of your heart, bow your chin. And as you bow your chin in, on an inhale, cactus your arms, and then pause there for the exhale. Press all the breath out. Swim your arms forward, round your upper back, and then let your palms come together to touch on that in-breath. Then exhale, cactus the elbows, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, swim the arms forward, round the upper back, palms touch, and then back and forth a few times on your own. Linking one breath to one movement. One breath, one movement. As you remember yourself into wholeness. And the next time your elbows cactus, pause there. Bring the hands together at the heart. Inhale. Circle the arms to the sky. Exhale into tabletop pose. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck the tail and round. And a few cycles of cat-cow on your own. Nowhere else to get to, nothing else to be. Letting your practice be breath guided as it always should be. On an inhale, come back to a flat back. Walk your hands slightly forward, tuck the toes, lift the hips, press your way back into your first downward facing dog. On an inhale, you might want to lift the right leg, stack the right hip on top of the left, point the right knee up toward the sky, just getting into the hip. And then reaching the right leg straight back, squaring the hip off, setting the right toes down onto the earth. And then the second side, lifting the left leg up. Stacking the left hip on top of the right, maybe bending the left knee as you point the left knee up toward the sky. Reach the left leg straight back, square the hip, soften the left toes down toward the earth, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, step the feet up to the top of the mat. Slip the hands up to the shins, glance out on an inhale, pressing the sitting bones back and dragging the heart forward away from the thighs. Exhale as you fold, catch opposite elbows, and sway side to side. Aware of the four corners of the feet, grounding down into the mat. And those places of contact allow you to draw into yourself a sense of being grounded and steady. Release the hands to the earth. Put a little bend into the knees. Hang the arms, hang the head, and then slowly roll your way to stand. The head is the very last thing to come up at the end as the shoulders roll back, your gaze toward the horizon. On an inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, draw the thumbs down, tap the forehead, the lips, and the heart. On an inhale, circle the arms to the sky, full deep breath in. Exhale, cascade your torso forward over straight legs. Flat back is your inhale. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank pose, and then place the knees down onto the mat behind the hips for a modified push-up. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, press back into child's pose. On an inhale, rise up to all fours. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, up and back, downward facing dog. And we're just gonna cycle through this a couple of times. Take an inhale, press back. Exhale, step the feet up to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold and drop back in. Inhale, rise to the sky. Exhale, thumbs to forehead, lips, and heart, linking all three centers in an embodied way. Arms to the sky, inhale. Exhale, dive down, nothing is separate. Flat back, inhale. Hands down as you exhale, step back to plank. Take an inhale in a modified push-up, and then exhale, round back into child's pose. Inhale, rise to hands and knees. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog, and just one more of these. Inhale, press back. Exhale, gaze forward, step the feet up to meet the hands. Lift the chest on your breath in. Fold and empty again. Rise up, inhale as you sweep to stand. Exhale, trace the center line from head to lips to heart again. Inhale, both arms sweep and lift. Exhale, fold forward, press the breath out. Then on the inhale, lengthen sides of the waist. Exhale, hands down, step back to plank. Knees down onto the mat. Round your way back into child's pose. Forehead, the seat of intuition, down onto the mat. Inhale, rise up to all fours. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back into downward facing dog, and pause in downward facing dog. Aware of the four corners of your hands down into the earth. The places where your feet anchor down into the mat. On an inhale, lift your right leg up. As you exhale, step your right foot through. Lower your left knee down behind your left hip. On an inhale, circle your arms to the sky. Come into a low lunge, and we're just gonna pass through. As you exhale, place your fingertips back down onto the mat. Tuck your back left toes under, lift your left knee. On an inhale, pull your heart forward, sink your hips down, and then exhale, straighten your front right leg. On an inhale, rebend your right knee. And as you exhale, sweep your arms back behind you, your chest still parallel to your front right thigh. On an inhale, rise up to crescent pose. As you exhale, cactus your elbows the way we did when we were kneeling. And then inhale, round your way forward, swim your palms together to touch. Exhale, peel your elbows back into crescent pose. On an inhale, reach your arms straight up, and then exhale, open up into warrior two. On an inhale, right leg straight, turn the right toes in to mirror the left. Then exhale, kick the heels in, right elbow under the left into eagle pose with the arms as you sit down into temple with the legs. Then re-straighten the legs, kick the heels back, circle the arms to the sky, take an inhale, then exhale back to warrior two. Reverse your warrior on an inhale, lift the right hip up and reach back. And exhale, circle the hands down onto the mat, spin onto the back toes, and drop the left knee down onto the earth again. On an inhale, rise up into your low lunge. And then exhale, rock the hips back into half splits. So right leg toward your version of straight. Rebend the right knee. Inhale, circle the arms up into your low lunge. Then exhale, plant the hands down. On an inhale, step back to upper push-up plank. And exhale, lower slow the body down onto the mat. Inhale to cobra as the heart lifts. Exhale, tuck the toes, press your way up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale and step the left foot through. Right knee to the mat. Inhale as you circle and rise into your low lunge. Exhale, place the fingertips down. Inhale, lift the right knee up. And then as you draw the heart forward, lengthen the spine in the back. Rock the hips back, straighten the front left leg, drop your head and fold in. Rebend the front left knee. Reach your arms back by your sides as you exhale. Then rise up to crescent pose on an inhale. Cactus the elbows, exhale. Swim the arms forward, the palms touch on the inhale. Pull the elbows back, cactus them, exhale. Both arms to the sky, crescent pose, inhale. Open up warrior two on the exhale. Left leg straight, heel back, parallel the feet on the in-breath. Then kick the heels in, wrap the left elbow underneath the right. Eagle pose with the arms as you sit down into the thighs. Re-straighten the legs, inhale, both arms sweep above. Exhale, back out into second warrior, left knee rebends. Reverse your warrior on an inhale, lifting up and back. Exhale, circle the hands down, spin onto the back right toes and drop the right knee down. Inhale into your low lunge, and then exhale, rock back into your version of half splits. Rebend the left knee, inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands down. Inhale, step back to plank, and exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra, lift the heart. Exhale, heart, chest, and chin to the mat. Tuck the toes, press back. Downward facing dog, one more time, right and left. Inhale to be in your body, right leg up. Exhale, right foot through. Back left knee drops. Inhale, sweep and rise into your low lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, back knee lifts, sink the hips and pull the heart ahead. Exhale, right leg straight as you fold in. Inhale, rebend the right knee. Exhale, chest parallel to the earth, sweep the arms by the side body. Rise up, inhale to crescent. Exhale, cactus the elbows. Inhale, swim the arms forward and palms touch. Exhale, pull the elbows back. Inhale, both arms rise to the sky. Exhale, spread open to warrior two. To do just this one thing, inhale into star pose. Exhale, heels in, toes out, right elbow under left. Back through the center, heels back, legs straight, arms rise above. Warrior two to your right leg as you exhale. Reverse your warrior on an inhale. Circle your hands down as you exhale. Left knee drops again, back to your low lunge. Inhale to sweep up. Exhale into half splits, right leg straight, you fold in. Rebend your right knee for the final time, inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, lower with steadiness. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg floats above. Exhale, left foot floats through, right knee down. Inhale, finding your low lunge. Exhaling, hands to the mat. Inhale, back knee up and heart extends. Then exhale, left leg straightens, you fold in. Rebend the left knee on an inhale. Reach the arms straight back behind you, exhale. Crescent pose, inhale as you circle to rise. Exhale, elbows draw down by the sides. Inhale, arms forward and palms connect. Exhale as you pull those elbows back. Both arms reach up, inhale overhead. Exhale into second warrior, you sit down and in. Inhale, turn the left toes in and elevate the fingertips. Exhale, heels in, left elbow under right as you descend. Inhale, re-straighten the legs and lift the arms. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, drop the right knee to the mat. Low lunge as you inhale. Rock the hips back for a final time, exhale. Rebend the left knee, inhale to your low lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower to the earth. Inhale, your shoulders wrap back. Exhale as you press back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, sensing the shift that has already started to take place, that you have really primed yourself to be back here in this body, this vehicle for all you're creating in this lifetime. Take an inhale, press back. Exhale, step the feet up to the top of the mat. On an inhale, glance out halfway, hands to shins. Exhale as you fold back down. Rise to the sky, inhale as you scoop your heart forward and stand. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Shift your weight into your right leg. Bring the sole of your left foot to your inner right thigh. And as the sole of your left foot comes to the inner right thigh, your hands are at your heart. And there's always that story I think about when we talk about embodiment, of a preschool teacher who asked the children what the purpose of the body is. And a little girl raised her hand and said, to carry the head around. And that's so often how we live our life, as if we're disconnected from everything below the head. And this practice is bringing you back into integration. From here, take a goodbye inhale and tree, and then step the left foot to the back of the mat into warrior two. In this place you've already been, take an inhale, and we're just gonna pass through. Reach the right arm forward, plant the right fingertips to the earth, shift forward and float up into half moon pose. And you could just stay right here, reaching the left arm to the sky and extending the left leg back. But if you wanted to, bend the left knee, reach back with the left hand and come into Chapasana, because it's part of your practice, you could do that. And you just notice why you're doing, what the purpose of it is. And does it serve the intention of embodiment? If you have the heel, reach the left leg back, the left arm to the sky, start to re-bend the right knee, reverse your warrior on an inhale, and then exhale, circle the hands down, step to upper push-up, take an inhale. And as you exhale, lower the whole body down onto the mat. Release the tops of the feet, release the arms back. And on an inhale, Shalabhasana, balancing on the navel. Lift everything up and off the mat. The arms, the legs. Take one more big inhale, everything floats. Exhale, lower slow, place the hands by the ribs. Inhale to cobra, or if you're ready, press to upward facing dog. And then exhale back into downward facing dog as we just set up for this last little bit of standing practice. Inhale here. As you exhale, step the feet up to the top of the mat. Hands to shins, glance out. Forward fold and bow. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky. And exhale, pull the hands to the heart. Shift the weight into the left foot this time. Bring the sole of the right foot into your version of tree. And notice, like the story we touched into on the first side, that you're not just a head, that you're so much more than that. You feel the sole of the right foot pressing into the inner left thigh. You feel the negotiation that balance isn't a static state. And how if we're really attuned to our physiology, then we are in the present moment. This is embodiment. To be here right now, take a breath, and then exhale, step back to warrior two. Right foot steps to the back of the mat. Front heel intersecting back arch. Big inhale in second warrior. And then start to shift the left fingertips forward, place them down, and rise up into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Left hand under shoulder, right leg kicking back. You could stay here, or maybe bend the right knee, reach back with the right hand, peel the heart, the chest open, as you maybe find Chapasana. Not necessary, but just a place if it feels appropriate for your practice. If you have the foot, reach the right leg back, the right arm to the sky. Take a goodbye inhale in half moon. Bend the left knee, float step back to warrior two. Reverse your warrior on an inhale. Exhale, circle the hands down, step back to plank, take an inhale. And then lower all the way down as you exhale. Reach the arms back behind you. You could stay with Shalabhasana, just like you did on the first side, or you could bend the knees this time, reach back and catch the feet and come into Dhanurasana. So either Shalabhasana or Dhanurasana. If you have the feet, lift the toes up, pull the heart forward, kick the feet into the hands. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, reach the legs back, plant the hands by the ribs, press to cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, shift back into downward facing dog. Take a goodbye inhale in down dog. And then lower your knees down onto the mat, cross your ankles behind you, and grab your two blocks. So we're gonna end in a little bit of a restorative back bend. Take one block at the medium height, place it underneath your shoulder blades, and then take your second block, probably at its highest height, right underneath the back of your head. And then drop your arms by your sides. Notice that the base of both of your blocks are completely flush with the floor. And then depending on your spine and your back, you could either keep the knees bent or you could extend the legs towards straight. And then close the eyes if it's available to you. And begin to lengthen your exhales. Internally and silently, you might even count them, inhaling for 4, and exhaling for 6 or even 8. And without creating any strain, maybe you could lengthen your exhales so much that it's twice as long as your in-breath. And then rebending your knees if they extended towards straight, feeling 2 feet connected to the earth. Turn your palms down, shift your hips to the right, roll to your left, pressing up and off of your blocks. Shift your blocks off to the side. And then extend your legs straight out in front of you. Counterposing what you just did, reach the arms up, take an inhale. And then exhale and fold, letting there be rounding now in the back. So going from your back bend into your forward fold. On an inhale, roll all the way up. And as you exhale, roll all the way back. And just landing yourself down onto the earth. Bend the knees, open the feet as wide as the mat. And then keeping the feet that wide, just drop both knees to the right. Spin the soles of the feet flat, still as wide as the mat, and drop both knees to the left. And spin the soles of the feet flat, and then extend the legs forward and out. Let the legs be wide, wider than the mat, and Shavasana. Full and final rest. On an inhale, reach your arms overhead, draw your legs together, reach your arms away from your legs, full body stretch. Knees draw into the chest. Rock your way up to sit, finding a cross-legged seat. Joining the hands at the space of the heart as you bow your chin and resting for a moment in the silence of embodiment. On an inhale, drawing your thumbs to your forehead for clarity of thought, your fingertips to your lips for thoughtfulness of speech, and your hands to your heart for consistency of action, allowing your practice to guide you through everything you're thinking, saying, and doing. Take a final deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale, and let it go. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. If you'd like more slow flow classes, if this type of practice of really being embodied in this specific way is of interest to you, follow the link below over to Inner Dimension Yoga, where you'll find a library of growing slow flow classes, plus thousands of other classes from myself and 10 other amazing teachers from around the world. And when you join, your first 10 days are free. If you feel inspired and you enjoyed this practice, please consider clicking subscribe so that I can keep sharing these practices for free around the world. Thank you, and I so look forward to practicing with you next time.